Hey friends, alright, today's going to be a review day, and so we're just going to go over a bunch of the stuff that we've already done so far, and so I'm going to show you the equipment, and we're also going to make a game out of it. Alright, so here's the equipment that we need, and this is all stuff that we have already used. So we need a tennis racket and ball, we need a football, a frisbee, a basketball, and a volleyball, and also in my yard I've given myself a target, so we are going to use a chair as the target. Alright, and you're also going to need a deck of cards that has everything under 5 taken out. So these are just 5 and up. So 4s, 3s, 2s, and aces are out of this deck. Alright, and you're also going to need a die. It doesn't matter if it is big or small, because this is how we're going to determine how we're going to play. Alright, so I'm going to roll the die, and then I'm going to look at this card, which I have a PDF version of this in the description if you need to know what to do. So you're going to roll the die, and you're going to see which one of these things you need to do. So if I roll a 5, I'm going to grab the frisbee, but before I do that, I need to come over to my deck of cards, make a draw, and see how many times I need to do it. So I got a 7, so that means that I would throw the frisbee 7 times, and then after I do it, I get to come to my scorecard right here, and I get to write in this blank right here, I get to write a 7. Okay, so you can keep going until you get each blank filled, and then you can add up your score. But what you put in the blanks is how many times you're able to do each thing. So I'm going to do a couple rolls just to give you an example of what to do. But this is the game, and you're trying to score as many points as you can and put on your scorecard. Alright, so I'm going to make my first roll. See, I got 4, so I'm going to work on my tennis. Ooh, I got a king, so that's 10 times. Alright, so I'm going to work on my tennis forehand and backhand 10 times. Alright, so after doing my tennis forehand and backhand, I'm going to come to the 4, which is where the tennis was, and I'm going to put a 10 right here in my scorecard, so I have 10 points so far. Alright, so this is my second roll. Alright, I got a 5 that time. So that is a frisbee toss. Let's see how many times I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it 8 times, do my frisbee toss 8 times. Alright, now I'm going to toss the frisbee and do my best to hit that chair. Alright, so we already got 10 from doing tennis, and we are going to put an 8 in the frisbee column since we just did 8 throws. So that is my score so far. Alright, I'm going to do one more as an example. Alright, I got a 2, so that is football toss. I'm going to see how many times I can do it. Alright, I got a jack, so that means I'm going to do it 10 times. Alright, I'm going to work on my football toss 10 times, trying to get that chair right there. And we just worked on our football toss 10 times as well. So I'm going to find the 2 where the football pass is, and I'm going to put a 10 right there. So that is my total score for just the example that I've given you. But again, you can keep going. And each column could also be a different person if you're playing with somebody else. But you could try to fill the scorecard up all by yourself. All right. Have a good day.